Alright, so here we are on the elephant.
You see this? I'm still in high school right now, and
I like turtles.
YouTube, a platform loved and watched by billions worldwide, one that was the starting block of all the online media craze, an absolute game changer in the industry. And it all started on the 14th of February 2005, in which three people who go by the names of George Kareem, Chad Hurley and Steve Chen, all being former PayPal employees, founded a website called YouTube. At the time, it wasn't the same platform that we know and love today, but rather a dating site. However, because no one even used the website, they scrapped the whole idea. The first video on the platform was called Me at the Zoo, uploaded by George, one of the co-founders of the platform, on April 23rd at the same year. They would then later decide to make it available to the general public at the end of the year. Steve Chen quoted that the start of YouTube was lame, and to be honest, no one could blame him. That's because only 40 to 60 videos were published on the platform at that time, which made them think if the project was even worth it or not. No one really expected much to happen anyways. However, they kept that belief that it would one day succeed, even throughout struggles and doubt, but no one expected what was to come. YouTube itself consists of a range of traditional media such as television through broadcast and streaming, radio and audio through podcast and music, and print and film through documentaries, books and films, that of which YouTube can offer some for free. When putting this all together, it creates a form of new media that is mainly a hybridization or convergence of other media forms like said before, to demonstrate the personal growth of radio and video blogging, the interactivity of social networking, to then therefore create an environment where people can both watch and be the creator. It is now October 2006, and YouTube has now grown from absolute nobodies to viral sensations, with 65,000 videos uploaded daily, hosting 100 million views per day. However, the founders decided to sell the platform to Google for $1.65 billion US, which is the equivalent of $2.74 billion today. You may be wondering, why would they sell off a platform which was at an all-time record high at the time? The reason behind doing this was due to the need of escaping massive copyright lawsuits and secure the servers and funding needed to support their exploding traffic. As for Google, they brought YouTube to dominate the online video market after its own platform called Google Video failed to gain any traction. This then led to the YouTube Partner Program in 2007, which allowed creators to earn money through ad revenue by uploading videos. Whilst that's one of the main reasons why the platform is really popular, it is used by millions if not billions of people worldwide daily. The one thing that makes YouTube so popular is that it is easily accessible, as it's free, and that it offers a range of different genre and media types for all, such as sport, documentaries, horror, environment, beauty, and reality TV, just to name a few. This makes it so that people have access to things they want to watch when they want to. Throughout the whole history of YouTube, one man has stood above all, and that's Jimmy Donaldson, commonly known as Mr. Beast, who has wrapped up a whopping 510 million subscribers since the creation of his channel back in 2012. His channel is so popular mainly because the audience finds his videos so addicting, and to show their love and support, the people can be interactive by commenting, liking, disliking and reacting to videos. Also, to boost a video, people may share a video that they liked and collaborate with other creators to offer the best for all, making it a win-win situation. It is the year 2017 and the backyard sports craze is at an all-time high. However, it all started back in 2011, in which a channel who went by the name of Aussie Sports 10 uploaded a video called Backyard Cricket 2011. A video which was being uploaded for fun to showcase the chaotic and classic Australian summer of backyard cricket. A video that now many look back to to relive that nostalgia was the starting point of something amazing. However, the genre would stay fairly dormant for the next few years. That was until two groups came onto the scene and relit that spark, those of which would go by the names of Dude Perfect and The Sidemen, which the main catalyst goes by the name Rodashaw, a member of The Sidemen, in which he decided to use that backyard sports genre and mix it with skits and trick shots to make a completely new formula, and people couldn't get enough of it. Some of their most popular work include The Sidemen's Sidemen Olympics and Dude Perfect's Giant Water Slide Battle. Fast forward to today, the backyard sports genre has made the possibility for new channels to grow through the likes of Backyard Cricket UK, and that's amazing. YouTube itself has made it possible for new genres and video styles to flow, those of which include vlogs, gaming, short-form content, as well as video essays, that of which is what you're listening to right now. On the 10th of December 2025, the Australian government implemented a social media ban for those under 16. This made it so that people would have to go through a range of verification processes to prove that they're 16 or over. This could be done by showing photo ID, passport, birth certificate, or a driver's license. When first looking at this, you may think that this is a pretty good idea. However, there were cracks in the system. Apart from their parents doing the verification for their children, they were able to send it to a friend that's older than 16, or the system just failing entirely, locking them in any ways, making the whole project pointless. This allowed 80% of teens to still have access to the platforms, according to The Guardian. However, for those affected, it was done to protect those against cyberbullying, explicit content, and to limit the impact of social media algorithms on healthy brain development. Even though these are all positives toward implementing the ban, this new law creates a new issue that is pretty pivotal to a child's development, and that's creativity. Without creativity, a child isn't able to grow, as it reduces problem-solving skills, lower self-esteem, and a fear of making mistakes. Without the freedom to explore imaginative play, children may struggle to adapt to new challenges and often exhibit higher levels of anxiety and behavioral issues. However, when trying to solve an issue, new problems will emerge, and that's normal. Instead of letting this ban stop kids from experiencing creativity, they can think of alternatives such as painting, drawing, playing games, and making comics to show and express themselves. This can be further backed to what our parents did when they were younger, so it's not like it doesn't work. In the end, YouTube is a platform used by millions, if not billions worldwide, using a range of traditional media such as broadcast and television. The main reason why YouTube is so popular in the first place is because it's free to use anytime, anywhere, fostering the growth of new genres, and is the building blocks for new platforms such as Instagram and TikTok. Overall, YouTube was the start of something revolutionary, and is probably the closest thing that we have or will ever have to a time machine.